Jordan Peterson is reasonably decent when he discusses his field of expertise, such as lobsters and psychology. He has been hyped beyond all recognition for his work in unrelated fields because he offers a conservative perspective, and there are very few conservative thinkers because thinking people tend to become leftists. So Peterson tries to jump right into the adult Marxist swimming pool. The problem is, he never learned to swim. He thinks dabbling in the kiddie pool by just thumbing through the Communist Manifesto is enough. It's not. He showed his total ignorance of Marxism during his debate with Zizek. Postmodern neo-Marxists is nonsensical. Marxism is not postmodern. Postmodernism was born out of neoliberalism. It is the spawn of bourgeois philosophy. Postmodernists reject Marxism because postmodernists argue that there can be no objective truth. Peterson means SJWs that are into the cancel culture, identity politics, atheism, and political correctness when he talks about neo-Marxists. But again, SJW culture has nothing to do with Marxism. Also, the entire concept of the SJW is a sensationalized version of the left, as caricatured by Fox News and Peterson. In their minds, there are no differences between Nancy Pelosi and Stalin. The left is this kind of amalgamated Borg that is the embodiment of all they find wrong with the non-conservative people of the world. Fox News sensationalizes incidents and presents them to its aggrieved audience. Yes, there are instances of the SJW, but please, trouble yourself to learn the differences. Peterson is so busy doing TV appearances and traveling he doesn't have time to learn anything about what he is discussing outside his field of expertise. Peterson and Fox News also rely on projection. The conservatives are the most aggrieved snowflakes who practice identity politics you will ever meet. The difference is that their grievances are conservative. Peterson should stop discussing anything related to Marxism until he learns about it. But he hates his cartoonish version of it that he won't learn what the real thing is. He should refer to SJWs and be done with it. Here is an example of the type of aggrieved baiting, people of the left stereotyping, fake news promulgated by Murdoch-owned media and Peterson. I will highlight in bold the terms used which are typical of the supposed postmodernist neo-Marxists. Even before launching his 2020 presidential bid, Joe Biden knelt at the altar of identity grievance. He will kneel and kneel some more through the campaign. None of it will be enough, and he is destined to be mauled by the modern left's grievance mongers. The woke, social justice movement rules today's Democrats, and the party's candidates are ranked for fitness on a crude, ever-shifting scale of intersectionality, used to determine who is most oppressed. If a candidate can claim oppression based on race, gender or sexuality, he or she can move forward. If he is deemed to have privilege, God help him. Before Biden officially announced his campaign on Thursday, he said at an event in January 2019, "The bottom line is we have a lot to root out, but most of all, the systematic racism that most of us whites don't like to acknowledge even exists." This was of course said at Al Sharpton's National Action Network, because a key qualification in competing for the party's nomination is to kiss the ring of that paragon of virtue. "We don't even consciously acknowledge it," Biden continued. "But it's been built into every aspect of our system." 1.